Say goodbye to your other half, anyone who you might loosely call friends, and get ready to pull a sickie from work because FIFA 19 is here. The big question on everyone's lips is, will the game be any good now that the mighty Chesterfield aren't on it? Let's get stuck in and separate the good from the bad. I'm Adam Wilbourn from WhatCulture. This is FIFA 19 Ups and Downs. To kick us off, FIFA does the Champions League better than PES. I said it, PES fans. Fight me. EA's producers have taken Konami's work and improved on it in every conceivable way. The first time you boot it up, have some Kleenex at the ready, but get your minds out the gutter, it's only to dry your eyes. The bluish hue to the presentation, the warm, impassioned welcomes of Derek Ray and Lee Dixon, the official anthem. Oh, it's all there, and EA should be commended for pulling it all together. Up. However, all the work that has gone into this has resulted in our first down. Career mode has fallen way behind. Look, we all know that Ultimate Team is the moneymaker for the series, and that's caused Career to become the unwanted red-headed stepchild of the FIFA family. Wait, who wrote this? Career mode is pretty much exactly the same as last year. Even the much-touted European campaign cutscenes are just so meh. After last year's improvements, it's safe to say folks were hoping for more. Never fear though, because something else has got a whole lot better. The atmosphere has come alive. Something happened at EA. They finally started watching matches that don't take place in the Premier League, at Real Santiago Bernabeu or other marquee stadiums, and started looking elsewhere. It's a miracle! The generic backdrop of before in peripheral divisions has been replaced by something marvellous. Our second up is all down to the enhancements that have been made to the punters in the crowd. There's greater variety to the character models, and virtually every club of any note has its own songs, presence and traits, both good and bad. Screw you, Mansfield. The journey, though, is still joyless. If you haven't been a fan of Alex Hunter's story up until now, then the Journey 3 Champions will do little to change your mind. Here, Hunter, his stepsister Kim, and on-off pal Danny Williams sprint through a largely unlikable story that takes far too long to get going. Yawning through never-ending training sequences wasn't exactly what I had in mind when EA revealed Alex would be pulling on the infamous white shirt of Real Madrid, to be honest, lads. No one pretends to be a footballer for the training. The journey just hasn't shed that feel of be a pro with some nicely rendered cutscenes and the illusion of choice splashed on top of it. It yearns to be more. Down. Tactics, however, are finally heading in the right direction. Tactics in prior FIFA games boiled down to scoring first and then switching to counter-attack and park the bus so teams would have bloody brick walls to get through and you'd still have a chance of nabbing another. It worked almost every single time and it was dull. In FIFA 19, the tactics you pick seem to matter more than ever. Plotting the differences between positional play on all-out attack, where players are on the park and how many flood the box, and tightening things up to drop back is a real thrill. Although good luck trying to explain that to your other half when you've been playing for 12 hours straight. Some of the new on-the-fly tweaks, such as commanding strikers to drop back and help out in defence, are intuitive and well implemented. A major up. Some changes to the game are not so welcome though, such as time shooting only really works with top players. Unless you have the timing of a god, then you're going to want to avoid EA's flashy new timed finishing mechanic this year. Go on, just try and pull it off with anyone but those players rated better than the high 70s and see what happens. Rosette anyone? This is a small complaint, granted, and it's hard to criticise EA for trying something new. Look, when it works, time shooting does look amazing. But it's more of a game changer for negative reasons rather than positive, which is why it's getting a down. Another big up for FIFA 19 is the change in through balls. Through balls feel more fluid than ever. Rather than your player seeking out a teammate's position, they'll finally play the ball into space. Through balls will have you cursing with happiness rather than frustration. There's a fluidity to them that FIFA has never had, and the same goes for passing generally. Another improvement? It generally feels less automated. EA have always flat out denied that the FIFA series suffers from any scripting issues. Bollocks. It's always been a controller-breaking moment when the computer suddenly decides to turn into Barcelona and ticky-tacky its way through your defence in stoppage time. They always get one more chance. It'll take some more time with 19 before ruling out such irritating predetermined nonsense for good, but there appears to be less of an automated air to the game overall. There may be wonder goals aplenty and that same unerring dedication to painting football as the ultimate theatre, but matches in FIFA 19 are generally like a pre-arranged act that you just happen to be a part of. Up. Arguably the biggest down of FIFA 19 is the fact that House Rules isn't online. House Rules is to kick off what last year's transfer negotiations were to career mode. EA have breathed new life into what was fast becoming a pointless feature by shaking things up a bit. In long range, it becomes a game of risk and reward with the new timed shooting. In survival, players on the winning team leave the field with every goal scored, and this turns matches into a thrilling attack versus defense minigame. Despite being a mode tailor-made to battle against gamers around the globe, House Rules, for some reason, is an offline-only experience. FIFA Rage! If EA update Pogba's hair but don't add this to online, I'll set the office nerds on them. However, despite all this, the biggest up is... No Rules mode is an absolute blast. Apparently, someone at EA was a massive fan of the classic PS2 hidden gem, Red Card. Hence, why No Rules mode has come to FIFA 19. Choose it and you'll be met with no penalisation from refs for leg-breaking challenges, linesmen who are far too busy to bother about flagging for offsides, and a complete lack of authority across the board. That is my kind of football. So, there you have it. 6 ups and 4 downs for FIFA 19. Let me know what you think of the game in the comment section below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And you can check out some more of our recent videos here. Thanks for watching. I've been Adam from WhatCulture, and I'll see you on the pitch.